Talking out your neck saying you're a Christian, a Muslim, sleeping with the gin. Now that was the sin that did Jezebel in. Who you gonna tell when the repercussions spin? Showing off your thinking it's a trend, girlfriend. Let me break it down for you again. You know I only say it cause I'm truly genuine. Don't be a hard rock when you really are a gem, baby girl. Respect is just a minute.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, and by my side is Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to 2K Sports, the NBA season wrapping up, and you can just feel the anticipation for the playoffs. And on tap tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, there's been a lot of discussion about them in the offseason, and even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, watching the teams take the court for the first time. Shaq, when you have a superstar as fragile as Derrick Rose has been,
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. With our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. We're live from the Big Easy, New Orleans, Louisiana, for this Pelicans home game. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the small forward.
Didn't matter that he was surrounded. He was the guy who muscled everybody else out of the way to get that board.
And Butler, here we go. Got that bucket in no time at all. Butler's got his first points in this one.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And you look at the Bulls, a bit of a different look for them. Trading away Dang. They amnesty Carlos Boozer. It seems they're shuffling the deck.
No question about it. They bring in the Spanish League MVP and Nikola Mirotic. They've had some good draft choices as well, so a lot of new bodies for the Bulls.
A nice shot by Gasol.
Yeah, he's almost putting on a little show out there with that fadeaway jumper.
Here's Pondexter. Cans the shot from the wing. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
For the Bulls, you have to remember that Derrick Rose is still in his mid-20s, so with his injuries pushing back their timetable slightly and a new luxury tax structure that's more punitive than ever, the Bulls opted to go a little younger and control their costs.
And the officials call the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
And guys, you know it, the Bulls are a financially conservative team and probably the most reluctant among big market teams to pay the luxury tax. So they're trying to win and turn a profit, and until they're in legitimate position to win the title, you can't fault them for that. In one phrase, it's called managing the business.
It's been a quick start here for Chicago. 4-point game. Davis with the double team. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Davis. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Gordon's running. Eric Gordon, a gifted scoring guard who's Steve been hampered with injuries throughout his young career.
Well, you think about his first 4 seasons, he's missed almost half of his games, and we saw some of that in Indiana as well when he was in college. But hopefully he can find his health and be consistent in terms of his durability, because he is a terrific offensive weapon.
And so he makes both from the line. And so here is Chicago. Rose goes in, and Davis sends it back. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Hushit. Flushes it down to finish the break.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run. And for Gordon, you know, I think the injuries have also held him back on the court. A steady decline in his scoring efficiency year after year since he came into the league. And this was a guy that had tremendous potential until the wheels started to go south. Strong, explosive, aggressive. And it's a shame that he's been hurt as much as he has the last few years.
Dunleavy, the pass to Butler. And it's Omer Ashik with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Dunleavy. Off the inbound, no good.
And for Gordon last season, his three-point shooting bounced back, but his field goal percentage still in the low 40s. Injuries perhaps.
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Here's Evans. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. To the middle. And slam dunk by Butler.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Butler's got 8 points.
Well, no defense. He didn't really need to do the double pump.
Evans kicks to Gordon. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Noah. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
And Anderson gets it to go.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
The Bulls leading by 4. Gibson inside. It's tipped. Heaves it up. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
20 seconds on the shot.
Bulls have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
Shoots from the baseline. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Assist goes to Joakim Noah.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Cole kicks to Anderson. And stolen by Mirotic. The drive by Brooks. And blocked. Here is Cunningham. Guarded by Heinrich. Holiday. And it's good. Walk through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Well, you look at Drew Holiday's shooting percentage last season, good across the board, but his rate of three-pointers and free throws relatively low. If he can make those a bigger part of his offensive game plan, he can really take off.
Brooks outside. It's blocked, but they recover it. Second shot opportunity, and Heinrich gets it to go.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Cunningham, and the layup is good.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Here's Noah. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Holiday inside the line. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Chicago up by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter, really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
So for Chicago right now, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Mirotic in at the 3.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark, bring it down hard, my brother. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, the Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau, known as one of the most demanding coaches in all the NBA, he said the teams that are special always play with a rare intensity. That's just how championship caliber teams play. He added, I don't think you really feel pressure if you're putting everything you have into each and every day. Sound strategy, Kevin.
He's one of the best getting that kind of effort from his players, Doris. Thank you. Gordon kicks to Pondexter. Jump shot is good that time. Pondexter's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Bulls leading by 4. The dish now to Dunley. For 3. Cole with the rebound. Rose gets a wide open look, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Out to the right wing. Deep 2 from Pondexter. Again, the Pelicans score.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
The Bulls have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Knocked away. Over in the corner, Rose. Money from the wing. Rose has got the lead up to 6 now for Chicago.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist. You know, one thing you have to admire, respect, and appreciate.
Oh, look out, man!
Really shaking.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on him.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Chicago leading by 6. Gibson inside. Evans with the rebound.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Well, trade rumors circulated around Eric Gordon last season. Makes you wonder if there was some buyer's remorse from the Pelicans after they matched the Suns' 4-year, almost $60 million offer sheet.
And it's Butler missing. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. And Evans the basket on the assist by Eric Gordon. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. The feed to Gibson. It's stolen by Davis. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. And for Eric Gordon, guys who had expressed some dissent.
Oh, ridiculous.
Tore it down that time.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket. Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Kicks to Dunley. Outside Rose. Three-pointer. And he gets the bucket. Rose has got 9 points now in the quarter.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
It's tipped. And it's Gordon penetrating. Off target from the wing.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
The dunk with the foul on top of it. So strong.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Usher. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Gordon. Got a piece of it. Brooks with it. Evans picks him up. And Brooks, here we go. A second chance effort. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Another finish at the bottom of the division for the Pelicans last year, but they showed that they're working towards something, and I think they could be a playoff team in the coming years.
Douglas for three. Rebound by the Bulls. Noah's got his 5th rebound in this one. The pass to Dunleavy. Makes it off the glass. Dunleavy's got 6 points.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, for Doug McDermott, he feels as though he's been overlooked a lot in his career, but he's learned to let it go, saying, I've always had a chip on my shoulder because I didn't have any scholarship offers. It was more trying to prove people wrong early in my career. Now I feel like I've established myself, and I'm just playing for the love of the game. Good motivation, guys.
And the game's in his veins, don't you think, Doris? It's what he loves. Thank you. Finished off the break.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
Well, and the steal made it possible. It all starts with the defense, and they could use a few more sequences like that one.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. The Bulls leading by 13. Here's Heinrich. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Heinrich's got 4 points this quarter.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you have to just take what's there, and as long as you're moving the ball and getting good shots, that's all that matters. And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Tries a 3, and the shot is good. And that's now 7 points for Tyreke Evans.
Shooting lots more threes here in the second.
I'm not sure if that's going to work real well here. They probably are better off getting something inside.
Noah's shot is off. Now Holiday, he's got 5. Here's Davis. The layup off target.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
And that does it for the first half of play.
Hey, Kevin.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, the magic touch with the ball. He just made great decisions, piling up the assists there in the first half, and really doing a nice job for his teammates.
You know, it isn't a very common occurrence, Steve. Typically, he's more likely to be on the receiving end of the pass, but so far, it's been the other way around here.
Davis and Ashik patrol the paint. Tyreke Evans out there with Gordon, and it's Pondexter in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Now a starter for his whole career. Tyreke Evans spent most of last season, Clark, as a 6th man with the Pelicans.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, they envisioned him in a bit of a Manu Ginobili role, providing scoring and playmaking off the bench, but after they were hit with some injuries, he excelled in the starting role.
And Evans, a player who makes some sense as a bench scorer. He's best with the ball in his hands, attacking off the dribble.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. They get it again. Gasol. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. Gasol's got 6.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Not that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Davis.
And for Evans last season, his shooting was down, but he improved his rebounding and his assists. He's really working to develop his jump shot, and I know how much that would really enhance his game if he can get it to be more consistent.
And it's Gordon penetrating. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. And that's now 6 points for Eric Gordon. The Bulls leading by 12. Dishes it to Dunley. He feeds it to Noah. Butler on the wing. Outside Rose. From past the arc. Shot's good. 12 points for him.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
And the whistle blows. He decides to foul intentionally for some reason.
I'm not sure why you would foul right there, Kevin. That's obviously not the smart thing to do, so a mistake there.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Well, it wasn't like Anthony Davis had a bad rookie season. He was injured for a bit and slowed down his development, certainly. But Steve, last year he showed just why he was taken first overall.
Oh, man, he was a dominant force. He quickly developed into what he looked like back in college when he was just a force at both ends of the floor. There's no telling how good Davis can be. I think within 2 or 3 years, he's going to be an MVP candidate.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Gasol. Another one falls for Chicago. And so it's New Orleans with it. They trail by 16. Evans kicks to Davis. Pulls up on the wing. Davis can't get that one to fall.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
And Butler, here we go. And the shot is good. Butler's got 13 points.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Boy, the defense just backing off, begging him to take that shot.
The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk.
I can feel that.
Send a message.
Yes, sir. A message and put it on the highlight reel for later.
Here's Gordon. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Some changes for New Orleans. Gintz is checked in, and it's Anderson in for Davis. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Gibson's checked in.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint. That's a great shot if there's 1 second left in the game.
Yeah, that would be the good time to do it. Not now, though.
Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
It certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
Outside Gordon. Here's Ajinça. Just his first attempt. That drops. Chicago leading by 20. Gasol dishes to Rose. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, what was supposed to be the triumphant return for Derrick Rose a year ago quickly turned into another nightmare season. Finally returning from that torn ACL in the 2012 playoffs, he managed only 10 games before tearing the meniscus in his other knee. Just devastating. We obviously hope that Rose can come back and put in a full season.
Dante Cunningham's checked in for New Orleans. Douglas comes in for Eric Gordon.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
New Orleans making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Here's Cole. Hits the target from 18 feet. Cole's got 6 points.
Boy, you take a look at Rose, who was extremely patient and trying to get back to being on the court, and then he fell victim to another devastating knee injury. A terrific blow for him personally and certainly for the team and the city. But fortunately, the surgery did manage to keep all of his meniscus, which provides a better prognosis as we move forward.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And Steve, now for Derrick Rose. How will his game adapt to having surgery now on both knees?
Well, he might not be quite as explosive, and maybe that's a good thing if his breakneck style was too much for his joints. But, the mental side of it, that's what I look at. I mean, after missing basically 2 whole seasons, how is he going to bounce back?
Mirotic has a wide open look. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Pelicans trailed by 19. Tipped away. Anderson with the ball. He's picked up by Heinrich. Here's Cole. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Chicago's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc.
Well, Taj Gibson was a 26th pick back in 2009 coming out of USC, and boy, what a get for the Bulls. He's a defensive-minded big man who can defend the 4 and 5 positions, and he's also got a very reliable mid-range jumper.
And so here is New Orleans. Here's Cole. And stolen by Mirotic. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Heinrich's got the ball. Feeds to Brooks. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And for Taj Gibson at 6'10", a 7'4" wingspan, that length helps make him disruptive. An excellent defender and shot blocker.
And Gibson very mobile, able to cover ground defensively.
Yeah, he's got a slender build, Kevin, but he's a worker in the weight room. Slight and light, but Coach Thibodeau says he's the team's hardest worker, and he's getting stronger.
New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Passes it to Mirotic. And Brooks. Here we go from the wing. And Davis pulls it down. Douglas against Heinrich. Douglas, the pass to Anderson. No good with the layup. Here's Gasol. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Chicago running away with this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now a brief chance to view our State Farm assist of the game. It's 1 of 7 terrific assists on the night from Dunleavy.
And what you love about his ability to pass the ball, Kevin, is that it just seems so natural to him, so fluid. He's always in control, understanding where his teammates are and anticipating passing angles. Guys, every coach would love to play his star player every minute of an NBA season, but it's impossible given the limits of endurance and the risk of injury. It's basically a balancing act. I think teams are becoming wiser, though, in terms of keeping players fresh and helping them recover between games.
Taking a look at the Bulls. D-Rose and Jimmy Butler in the back. Mirotic is out there with Dunleavy. And it's Noah in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Butler. And the heave doesn't get to the rim.
And looking at player recovery, now with the ability to track player movement, either with cameras or even sensors that players can wear, teams are better able to measure the workload of players, helping them make decisions about where rest is needed and when it's needed, and even help them predict when there's a risk of injury, and that's really the golden bullet. And again, another example of information being used to enhance player performance.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's just a flat frustration foul right there.
Boy, down like they are, he just took it out on his opponent. I mean, you've got to keep your composure. I don't think that was one of his best moments.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And guys, across sports, the key to winning is keeping your star players available.
Well, teams are learning a lot from player tracking. For one, morning shoot-arounds may be more draining than we realized, so some teams are cutting those down. And also, athletes do better with frequent short rests, so subbing often can leave players with more energy in crunch time.
Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
18 seconds to the shot clock. 18.
Butler from outside.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Poked away. Chicago leading by 22. Here's Dunleavy.
Down here in the Bayou, the Pelicans were a much deadlier team shooting the ball. They really shot well from outside when they played in this building.
That free throw, no good.
Check out the game for Dunleavy. He has 11 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
You know, the Bulls' offense was not that great last year. As a matter of fact, they struggled to score. But when they did get to 100 points, they were one of the best teams in the league.
For Chicago, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And he gets it to go.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. I mean, you'd like to see that every time down the floor.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Well, as you said with the Bulls, a 22-2 record last season when they got to 100 points.
Well, it's a perfect example of how dominant their defense is. I mean, if they got to 100, they knew they could count on their D every single night. But getting to 100 was the problem. They did not score very easily.
Three-pointer, Butler, and he gets it to go. Butler's got 20 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And they've really done a nice job on the glass, too. A lot of second chance points here tonight.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Agins is checked in. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. Fredette, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Tyreek Evans. Chicago also making some changes. Muhammad comes in for Mirotic. And McDermott subbed in for Dunleavy. Cole. Agins kicks to Anderson to stop the drought. Agins with the bucket.
That's exactly what they had in mind on that possession.
For Chicago, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Good on the shot. And that's now 22 points for Butler.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession. Inexcusable mistake for a team that's trying to get back into the game.
Yeah, I have no clue what he was thinking about there. As a matter of fact, he may have had his brain in neutral.
Bulls making a switch here. Heinrich's checked in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nazir Muhammad. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, you know, this last draft class was one that had been hyped up for such a long time with the big names, primarily Wiggins, Parker, and Embiid, all being viewed as potential franchise players. I'm not quite sure of that, but they certainly are tremendous talents. A lot of teams knew that, and it became a bit of the race to the bottom for some franchises.
Douglas, the open look. Pass to Cunningham from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Brooks with no one around. Off target from three-point range. New Orleans has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And he gets the bucket.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Bulls have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Count that one. Douglas has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on, and clearly were dominant in every area.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Jimmy Butler. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
Chicago making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Not a lot of people thought, Steve, that Chicago had a chance last year to do much when Derrick Rose went down, but they stuck with it and ended up in the playoffs nonetheless.
And they didn't just make the playoffs. They had home court advantage in the first round as well.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Pelicans shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Unfortunately for the Bulls, home court advantage really didn't do much for them as they dropped their first two games at home and were bounced in the first round. Another example of why home court advantage is desired, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee anything in the playoffs. Matchups drive results.
And the crowd here, of course, not happy about the outcome. But you know what? We saw a team tonight that came in prepared to do battle on the road, and they clearly wanted to win.
You know, they were determined to steal this game, and they showed it, Steve. Played harder and got the job done.
Well, the Bulls ran into a solid Wizards team and lost in the first round of the playoffs. It looked to me like they might have been worn down. And I think a healthy Bulls team with a little more depth is definitely a threat to go deeper this season. That's flat out embarrassing.
Here's Heinrich. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Here's Cole, defended by Gasol. Cole's shot is good.
Well, he can squeeze himself into the box score every now and then.
Gasol attacking. Heinrich outside. Beyond the arc. And that one's good.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
And so Chicago takes this one. And
Well, congratulations.
Five games on a...
Your romantic cries are all that you got. Push them down, son, it's more than just lip. Come on, girls, I know you know what you want. Come on now, come on. You're beating walls, now you just won't quit. You play with shapes, but they just won't fit. I know you love me, you don't know what you like. You're watching TV, I stay up all night. I don't need you, want you. I don't need you, want you. South Carolina here is heaving up, and we're filling the cup. This game is saving us if we don't be young. Come on, yeah, have a little fun. Come here, baby, I love you, come.
presented by Sprite, the 2K pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, and by my side is Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to 2K Sports, the NBA season wrapping up, and you can just feel the anticipation for the playoffs. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And when you take a look at the Lakers, it's always an exciting time of the year as fans and other players and coaches around the league all getting a first look at how they might be shaping up for the upcoming season. Shaq, let's talk about one of your old teams, the Los Angeles Lakers. To be a genuine contender, what do they have to do?
Well, Ernie, it's going to take some time to happen. Good thing for them is they've always found ways to bring in the big stars. They're willing to do whatever it takes, and they're always a threat to be dominant. But it could be a decade before they win in the West again.
You know, one of the guys that will be in a Laker uniform this season, Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lin, great passer. Kobe's going to love him. Kobe gets to run the floor. Jeremy Lin will find him and will make the right play each and every time.
Just about time to tip this bad boy off. Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's a Western Conference matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers come into town in this game. Kings looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Sacramento. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Happy to have you along for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And now the Lakers starting group. Bryant is out there with Clarkson. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Hill. And it's Davis in at the 4. Here's Clarkson. Johnson, the pass to Clarkson.
We be even hard. We be even hard. Fast one, slow one. We be even hard. We be even hard.
Here we go, huh?
Fast one, slow one. We be even
Yo, when I was young, man, my dad had a house. I catch a contact and talk like Eka Mouse. Go to school, act like I'm pulling out. Kind of funny, cause I used to freak my teachers out. Like, dang, dang, diddy, dang, dang. Sin. So much me go teach you about piece of the one black Johnny and out in the club. Everybody on Sinatra, look around. Everybody on Sinatra. I ain't talking about they call. I'm talking about and go ha 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 ha. I mean, just go bonkers, make the young girls wild, and then go make the smile. They don't need binoculars, make wanna pull out. They got you. Ring, ba-bum, ba-bum. Aerosol can, ba-bum, ba-bum. Monkey outside, ba-bum, ba-bum. All night, ba-bum, ba-bum. Stick a bum, stick a clang, clang, clang. Hang on to that like a rain day. Transform to a grown man and transform again like skateboard can make more. Still my style, I ain't got no reward like make yourself bigger like mushroom. Mario Kart, all y'all wanna get like me. All y'all wanna spit like P. Miss wanna hit like me. Meanwhile you wanna kiss my child rebel soldier, hit that for the combo. And in a dress on a rhino, boom. Commodore like Lionel, zoom. All of that like a new Ray-Ron. Am I wrong? Riding with my main all night long. 1 second I'm here, next second I'm gone. That's 2 and 60 seconds. What you on? Girls on me like the super.
Sponsored by Sprite. It's the
Sacrifice all that you got. Push them down, son, it's more than just lip. Come on, girls, I know you know what you want. Come on now, come on. You're beating walls, now you just won't quit. You play with shapes, but they just won't fit. I know you love me, you don't know what you like. You're watching TV, I stay up all night. I don't need you, want you. I don't need you, want you. South Carolina here is moving up.
5 games on a Thursday night in the NBA.
Come on, yeah, have a little fun. Come here, baby, I love you, company. We could do it and start a family. She was living alone and happily. We could do it and start romancing. Come here, baby, I love your company. We could do it and start a family. She was living alone and happily. We could do it and slide romantically. Come, baby, your company. Do it, start a family.
Presented by Sprite. The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, and by my side is Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to 2K Sports, the NBA season wrapping up, and you can just feel the anticipation for the playoffs. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Golden State Warriors. And for the Warriors, finally we get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like it's been a long offseason. Andre Iguodala. Scoring has gone down in recent years, but he's one of those guys, Shaq, night in, night out. You'll see his numbers in all the columns on the stat sheet.
An older guy, Ernie, but the Warriors are a whole different team with him on the court. He's a top-notch perimeter defender. And my favorite part,
Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup, live here in Houston. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. So Golden State will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Warriors. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Green is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Curry in at the point. Well, the Rockets, wouldn't you say, are really to be commended, Clark, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down to the studs or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. This is a team that's held a winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. Harden. The half-court bomb falls off target. On defense, Houston. It's a 3-point game. Curry against Harden. Again, Golden State.
He can finish in the post. That's one thing we know about him.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Smith with it. Now Green defending. And he gets it to go. Smith's got his first points of the game.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
And here's Iguodala outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's stolen by Curry. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Curry. Barnes has got 5 now.
Another basket here, and they have really come out of the gates fast in the first quarter, Kevin.
Curry with the steal. Puts up the prayer. The shot no good. On offense, here are the Rockets. Into Smith. Shoots from 12. Buries the jump shot.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Thompson from long range. It's rebounded by Houston. It's Harden with the drive. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Now, a severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
Well, James Harden is a pure scorer, but for him to get this Rockets team where they hope to go, I think he has to lead in more ways than just offensively. Really needs to set the example with his defense, his effort, and his unselfishness as well. And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Thompson from long range. Can't get it to go. And Houston the other way now.
And Harden is a great passer. But last season, at times, it seemed like he settled into being a ball stopper. He's so talented, so gifted offensively. He's an excellent offensive player when he's isolated. But this team has so much offensive talent. I think they're best served to keep that ball hopping. And that goes for any team, but clearly a team that has the weapons that Houston does.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Yeah, knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
Here's Howard. The shot is off. Great D that time from Green. And you think of the superstar 2 guards who have won titles over the years, whether it's Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles or Dwayne Wade in Miami, Steve, they've all gotten after it defensively.
Yeah, and I think that's where Harden has to take the next step, in my opinion. When he's locked in, he's great. You know, he's got the long wingspan, he's got the strength. It's just about having that focus and that energy, that intensity that you need at the defensive end.
Howard misses. Warriors leading by 5. Iguodala's drive. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Smith, left side. The 15-footer, good. Smith's got 6.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Iguodala, that's good.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
For Houston, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And an intentional foul right there.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jones checked in for Howard. Montejunas comes in for Josh Smith. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in. Feeds to Jones. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Warriors, guys, with the acquisition of Andre Iguodala, possesses one of the elite starting 5s, I think, in the NBA.
Yeah, and the numbers prove that, Kevin. Their starting 5 was right there near the top of the league in terms of efficiency. And, the big thing is just getting the bench more involved and trying to get more continuity with that second unit. The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Rockets trail by 4. Right side, Jones. Here's Montejunas. No good from outside. The Warriors have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Bogut kicks to Lee. It's stolen by Jones. And he banks in the layup.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
1:12 left here in the opening quarter.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Here's Barnes. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Well, when Harrison Barnes first stepped onto the scene, it was in the middle of the Warriors' 2013 playoff run. He didn't exactly build upon that streak as people were hoping for last year. The playing time just wasn't there.
Brewer's shot is off.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
And he gets the bucket.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter, and just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
And I remember that run for Barnes. He would play as a stretch 4 and looked unguardable at times in their series against the Nuggets and then the Spurs. Definitely was hoping for more of that this past season.
Knocked away. Montejunas with the steal. Plays it up and banks it in.
What a beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
The Warriors trailing. In low to Bogut. It's deflected. Montejunas with the steal. Jones with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Jones, no luck.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
Lee. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
And the shot is good. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Off the mark and a bad shot. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And I love the penetration because we're seeing a team that's attacking the lane, forcing the defense to collapse, and you're going to see some easy points as a result.
Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with Montejunas. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, interestingly, guys, Stephen Curry got angry last season when the GMs of the league ranked him the 3rd best shooting guard in the NBA. He said, I've heard people ever since high school saying, quote, I'm too small. I can't play point guard. Now I'm not a true point guard. Well, I'm certainly not a stereotypical pass-first point guard, but the way I can run the show will manifest itself. Kevin?
He's always find that motivation. Thanks, Doris. Here's Iguodala, following the score by Josh Smith. That's good. That's now 8 points for Andre Iguodala. And we've played through the first minute here in the second.
Not so long ago, this Golden State Warriors franchise was in disarray, and boy, what a reversal it's been over the last few seasons. Excellent chemistry, and it seems they have a real culture that players want to be a part of.
Here's Green, following the score by Trevor Ariza, and the jam by David Lee.
He didn't have to get off the ground very far for that one. The big man with the slam.
Well, he makes up for any lack of athleticism with that tremendous size, Clark.
Yeah, he's not exactly a smooth operator, but what he is powerful. And when he gets positioned in the lane, he can go up and get it done.
Stolen by Beverly. Into Smith. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play. You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Beverly. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And Beverly gets to Ariza. Shot on the wing, and that one's good. Now it's a 7-point Houston lead.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
And here are the Rockets now. The Warriors making the shot. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Ariza goes in. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists. Well, Josh Smith, one of the league's most versatile defenders, is very strong and athletic. He can guard either threes or fours, which gives your defense a lot of options.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And Smith, a terrific shot blocker. His great athleticism making an impact every time he steps on the floor.
Yeah, just a guy that I think does a really good job filling up the stat sheet. Skills, assists, and he'll give you some highlight reel, too.
Yeah. Brewer is checked in for the Rockets. Here's Livingston, and he's way off from outside.
Oh, that was good, strong D out there, and a very shaky decision taking that shot.
Brewer's shot is off. Warriors trail by 9. Kicks to Livingston. Got a piece of it. Curry attacking. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. So it's the Rockets now. Pass to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Howard can't hit.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Livingston.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Look, guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jones checked in for Howard. Montiunas comes in for Josh Smith. Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Steph Curry. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris. 56 seconds left here in the second. Here's Barnes, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
Barnes hits them both. And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation, coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
Warriors trailed by 5. Here's Barbosa, banked in off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
And the officials call traveling violation. Golden State's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Here's Prihione, covered by Barbosa. Poke loose, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
15 seconds on shot.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's Bogut, and he comes it down. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
And it's tied up with that one. Outside, Jones gets it to go from 18 feet away. Jones has got 7 points in the game.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
And the first half ends in a close one.
Thank you.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
You know, Barnes is playing well. He's got 14 points and 3 assists. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
Yeah, this is superhuman stuff we're seeing right now.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Harrison Barnes is out there with Green. Thompson with the bucket.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Houston in the lead.
Well, playing in the West can be a grind, and that's what was impressive about where the Rockets ended up. They didn't rely on their bench a whole lot. They really rode their starter.
And here's Golden State. And the wide-open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got 8.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Smith left side. And stolen by Barnes. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Kept alive. Tries again. The shot's good from Smith.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
The Warriors have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
It's Harden with the drive. Left block shot on the way. Soft touch off the glass. Harden's got 10 points.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
Here's
What a throwdown there. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
David Lee's checked in for Draymond Green.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Knocked loose. Lee kicks to Barnes. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
You cannot afford to make mistakes like that here in a tight game.
Early on last year, the Warriors showed that they were going to be a team to make the postseason in the West. Couldn't get the home court advantage, though, and that kind of hurt them.
Yeah, it did. And as dangerous as their team is in the playoffs with the shooting ability they have, they're much better if they could have gotten that extra game at Oracle Arena.
That's good.
Boy, this is the kind of shooting performance coaches dream of. It makes their job so much easier. An excellent start to this third quarter.
Here's Beverly, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That extra game would matter in the end. Last postseason, the Warriors lost to the Clippers and was back and forth, Game 7.
Well, the Warriors expected and hoped to go farther than the first round of the playoffs, but you have to give them a lot of credit for playing the Clippers as tough as they did, considering they were down multiple centers during that series.
All free throws good from Beverly.
Well, you look at Patrick Beverly, and I think he embodies the phrase Chicago tough. He's relatively unknown growing up and hooping in the playgrounds of West Chicago. He's always played the game with an edge, though, and that serves him well as an NBA player. Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. Well, Beverly learned pressure defense back in high school as the lead guard in a 1-2-2 press. To prepare his team to play that way, his coach had them running stairs, running around the school nonstop for an hour every day. And Beverly still fanatical about his conditioning.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Stephen Curry. And it's Beverly missing. It's Thompson off the drive. Rockets with the rebound. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And so Patrick Beverly, taken in the second round in 2009. Clark, the final cut of training camp by the Miami Heat. He spent the next 5 years playing in Greece and in Russia.
You're right, Kevin. Those are physical leagues where they allow a lot of contact. His defense was how he survived. And even now, that's his bread and butter. That's how he plays. He defends.
The Rockets have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's Howard, and he jams it with authority.
How about that? Take a peek at that move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. You're right. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff.
Yeah, boy, what a dunk. That is just special. And he has picked it up here in the second half, really lighting it up now.
The Rockets have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. And that one's good. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Barnes can't get it to go.
Defense didn't give him any space there.
Ariza goes in. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Trevor Ariza last season with perhaps the best campaign, Steve, of his 10-year career.
Yeah, he played starters minutes, shot a career-high three-point percentage. I think a lot of it, Kevin, was just the combination of playing with good bigs and then also John Wall's emergence as a great point guard. Ariza had a lot of open looks last year.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Terrence Jones is checked in for Howard. Montezumas comes in for Josh Smith. Brewer is checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly.
You could say that Ariza was in a contract year, looking for a new contract, playing for a new contract, but he's upped his three-point percentage for 3 straight seasons. It seems he's put in the work to really solidify that part of his game.
Here's Iguodala, following the score by Trevor Ariza. From outside the arc, Barbosa's shot is off. And it's the Rockets on the break. Brewer's got the ball, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Nice job again that time to add to their lead. I'll tell you what, they're doing everything right at this moment.
They're playing steadily in all aspects of the game, Steve. You're exactly right.
And Ariza has always been great shooting threes from the corners, but he's diversified a bit. Last season, the highest total of three-point makes in his career.
Well, the Rockets were so deadly, Steve, in this building, and a lot of that was because of how fast they would get things going.
Yeah, they would often blitz opponents out of the gate and just manage the lead after the first quarter.
And the Rockets making a change here. Ioni's checked in. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Terry. The Warriors making the shot. The fader. And Houston again with the bucket. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
You know, as you were saying, the Rockets were great here. Their fast starts here at the Toyota Center helped them win 33 games at home last season.
Rockets leading by 6. Stolen by Barbosa. And here we go with Barbosa. Right into the hoop. That's good. Barbosa's got 9 points.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Well, for the Rockets, they're just so tough to beat at home because they're explosive offensively, and they've got a great crowd. So once they get the lead in their home building, they are tough to catch.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Another shot, and that's going to be a treble.
Careless play there. You've got to avoid those kind of turnovers.
Yeah, you really do, Steve. I mean, those really take a toll on you. They deflate any kind of rhythm you're trying to build.
Here's Maniunas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Rocket lead.
Well, what a nice third quarter surge they've got going on right now.
You know, Steve, never a better time than the third quarter in my mind to get the momentum going your way.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams. Warriors trail by 8. We've got Maniunas. Harden out there with Pablo Prigioni. Then there's Terrence Jones. And it's Brewer in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, making sure, Steve, everyone is in the right spot.
Exactly. And the way he keeps all 5 guys on the court working in perfect harmony is, I think, part of what makes him so valuable.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, Steve. I mean, he's got a perfect understanding of their system at both ends of the court, and he's always talking out there. Any good leader is usually not only setting an example, but being verbal, too.
Boy, a three-pointer like that one, trying to get his club back into the game.
Boy, he's brought it tonight, Steve. More of his points coming from threes than anywhere else on the court.
And stolen by Barnes. It's Thompson off the drive. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Howard's checked in for Houston. Smith comes in for Maniunas. Harden, and that one's on target from the wing. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Yeah, reliable weapon, and that's a sign that the offense is working. They're really finding good opportunities.
Now Beverly, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson, and that one's good. Beverly.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Houston moving the ball around. Nice shot by Smith.
You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assist. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
Now, here's Beverly after the miss from Klay Thompson. Thompson, left side. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Now, here is Harden. That's good. Harden's got 20.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been flashing everything today.
The Rockets making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Sean Livingston. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Thompson with the bucket.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Good. That's now 22 points for James Harden.
He's been hot here in the fourth, contributing big at the right time.
Well, he's basically hitting everything he's throwing up there. 4 for 4 shooting here in the quarter.
Barnes against Smith. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Well, let's forgive him for that turnover. It's the only one he's committed today.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Wasted no time on that one. And that's 19 points for Iguodala.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Ariza. Ariza's got 6 assists in the game.
With every shot, he's gaining more and more confidence. He's now 5 for 5 from the field in the fourth.
And I'm not sure why his teammates wouldn't just keep getting him the ball at every opportunity. I mean, the way he's going out there, let him have it every trip.
Stolen by Beverly. And Smith with the stop.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Iguodala, that's good.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. Just threes raining in from everywhere.
Yeah, work that perimeter, work it good, and they might as well milk it while they're hot.
The Rockets trail. Passes it to Beverly. Back to Harden. Goes up on the high post. And Houston again with the bucket.
This isn't just a good fourth quarter. I mean, he's been outstanding. 6 straight buckets here.
Close game, too. Intense action at both ends, and he is absolutely delivering right now. That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
Green, foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, a stellar outing in this one for Green. He's got 8 points, a couple of nice steals, too. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Yeah, he's really distributed well on the offensive side, and then ball hawking defensively. He's been impressive.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Smith, no good.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, that was wicked!
Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. It takes a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watch it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
Here's Curry with the 3. Shot misses. So Houston will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that one's good. Beverly's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
To the left wing. Back to Iguodala. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Iguodala has been fantastic.
Howard gets to R.Hristov. Curry with it. Here's Thompson. Count it!
Oh, what a basket, and at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
Here's Howard. Here's Smith. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than the layups.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to one. He's perfect from the line this time.
Tell you what, you can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made of.
On the wing, Green. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
The feed to Barnes from downtown. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, he didn't waste those opportunities, and that's just what they needed with the game this close.
Here's Smith. Got it!
They do have a foul to give here.
Yeah, you might see them use that at some point, I would.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 2. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's what's your take?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
Another lead chase. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
8 seconds left in the game. Harden. Got it!
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're down by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
They have enough time here to drive to the hoop. And unless they get a wide open jumper, that's what they should do. Because even if you miss, you're more likely to get to the foul line. Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
Well, you know when he goes up with both hands, it's going to go down hard.
Here's Beverly. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome. This team kept their emotions in check and got it done.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able...
Five games on a Thursday night in the NBA. This is your fast break on NBA.com. The Clippers in Cleveland to take on the Cavs. LeBron James had 22 points and 12 assists. Kevin Love had 18 points and 16 boards. And despite Chris Paul's 30 points and 9 assists, the Cavs win it at home 115-102. And Atlanta in Sacramento to take on the Kings. Paul Millsap turning the ball over late in the fourth quarter, and the Kings would hang on to win it. Boogie Cousins.
the NBA.
Five games on a Thursday night in the NBA.
Got no need for the fancy things, all the attention that it brings. Tell me no, I say yes, I was chosen, and I will deliver the explosion. Can't say it's gonna get me far, do no good to say what you are. I run the streets and I break up houses, river runs deep and the flame devours it. Me, I'm a creator, thrillers to make it up. The rules I break got me a place up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker, know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood, got to play a card. Me, I'm a creator, thrillers to make it up. The rules I break got me a place up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker, know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood, got to play a card. Sit tight and know what you are. Map right, but you ain't no star. Polish up till you make it clean your ammo. I know what you mean. Tell right and I know it's true. Why they screaming I love you? Down if you know they ain't no blow us. So DK was DOA. Yeah, I know what you here for now. Was I an idea now? Now don't you crush on me. I see you in your pipe dreams. Whether or not you know it's true, you're who they dictate to. That must hurt real bad. Picking what you wish you had. Me, I'm a creator. Thrillers to make it up. The rules I break got me a place up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker. Know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood. Got to play a card. Yeah, other folks come ask about me. Bandwagon and they used to doubt me. Blindside and they hit real hard. You need the one to get a bodyguard. Steady friction in this creeping in just like an itch. So far I got the last laugh. The wrist rise up so I live fast. Wouldn't know it is too fast. Got a soul ain't got no taste. Moving and speed up the pace. I got a lot to what always. All the dark can stand up there. Water walk if it gets you there. On the grind till the jig is up. I'ma smash them down. Put them along like what? Me, I'm a creator. Thrillers to make it up. The rules I break got me a place up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker. Know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood. Got to play a card. Me, I'm a creator. Thrillers to make it up. The rules I break got me a place up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker. Know
And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
It is indeed one of the great nights of the NBA season. Welcome to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll be watching the West All-Stars playing against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. All-Star voting format changed in 2013. 2 backcourt, 3 frontcourt starters as a
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr as we get set to bring you all the action. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars.
It's a
And so here are the West All-Stars. A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. They've got LeBron James. Pau Gasol is out there with Anthony. Then there's Lowry. And it's Wall in at the 2 spot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
Kyle Lowry. 2 shots.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both. And the West All-Stars have possession. It's tipped and stolen by LeBron. Wall against Curry. Wall's shot is off. The drive by Aldridge. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Here's Here's Gasol, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
East All-Stars on defense. Here's Thompson. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now Gasol again. Gasol's got his second bucket.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here is Aldridge. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Here's Lowry, all with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
They tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
Lowry dishes to James. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
Here's Curry. Into Marc Gasol. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Love the interior passing. He knew exactly where to go with that ball.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. LeBron drives in. Pass to Lowry. That's tipped. Outside, Wall. He bangs it home with one hand. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
The West All-Stars on D. They trail by 1. That's good from Lowry on the assist by LeBron.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Wow, what a throwdown.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Now here's Curry. Thompson with the bucket.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And here are the East All-Stars now. LeBron left side. And it's Lowry penetrating. Here's Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 6 points for Pau Gasol. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. James against Thompson. And Gasol gets it to go. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Here's Wall. And down it goes, jamming that one home. His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys. You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assists. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
And he will take the ball right into the teeth of the defense.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Gasol. Nowitzki comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Kevin Durant's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Lillard subbed in for Curry. Now here's Butler. That's a 2 from Korver, and the jumper is good.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Here's Lillard, and the layup falls. Lillard's got his first 2 points.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas. That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Cousins, and he pounds that one in.
That's decent defensive work, but it's going to take a little more than that, Kevin. They got to raise their bar.
Well, Clark, he knew exactly how to attack.
Yeah, he sure did. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there.
What a phenomenal dunk, though. I mean, in the end, he just made the play and took off. That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Harden gets the bucket.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
There's 48 seconds left in the first. Butler kicks to Teague. He wants to get the Millsap and does. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
Well, he has that tight separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lillard attacking. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Horford kicks to Butler. Outside Teague. That's a 2 from Korver. The good-looking shot from the wing. 7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lillard, the pass to Cousins. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Cousins has got 5.
Either his range is greatly underrated, or he got a look.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. East All-Stars lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the East All-Stars, Anthony is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Irving in at the point.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
Ball goes in, and it's sent back by Bosh. Here's LeBron. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here in the last few possessions.
But they get it back. Not that long, the East All-Stars lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Duncan.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Irving. That's good.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Irving attacking, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
Marc Gasol is checked in for the West. Thompson comes in for Kevin Durant. And they'll keep possession. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. The three-pointer's right on target. Gasol's got 7.
Well, if they didn't look at the scoreboard, you'd think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I like the energy they're playing with here, Steve. I mean, a nice uptick in their second chance point.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Shots good by Anthony.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good. That's a great shot if there's 1 second left in the game.
Yeah, that would be the good time to do it. Not now, though.
Back the wall. Outside for Lowry. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lowry's got 7 points in the game.
He's been key for this team's offense the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve. No doubt.
And that one's good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
It's stolen by Duncan. And Westbrook, here we go. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. The West making some changes. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Duncan. Curry comes in for Russell Westbrook. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Chris Paul. Paul Millsap's checked in for the East. Korver comes in for Anthony. Here's one.
Man, what a play.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure. And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the West. Harden comes in for Klay Thompson. And then for the East All-Stars, Al Horford is checked in for Gasol. And it's Teague in for John Wall. Deflects the pass. Now the East All-Stars with it. A big stretch here going 10-2. Lowry dishes to Teague. Back to Lowry. Out left to the wing. Korver kicks to Teague. The 3. Cousins with the block. One-on-one here. Puts up the baby hook. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. And it's 7 points here for Cousins. 1:22 left to play in the first half. Lowry kicks to Millsap. The pass to Korver. The trade. Horford the pass to Millsap. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Millsap's got the lead up to 6 now for the East All-Stars. Lowry drives in. It's stolen by Curry. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
There's too much standing around here. There's spectators out there. When you're between the lines, you got to be active and moving. They got to look to get that ball inside and get some high percentage chances.
Free throw good from Harden.
What a performance from Harden here. 10 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
Yeah, he's played really well, moving the ball around, and you'd like to see the rest of the team kind of get into that same passing groove that he's in.
Lillard with it, picked up by Teague. Lillard attacking. Soft touch off the glass. Lillard's got 6 points. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 3-point lead. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. The East All-Stars have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Lowry no good on that one. It's tipped. And here we go with Horford running up the court. Cut the bucket. Now it's a 7-point East All-Star lead.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Curry attacking. No luck. Good work defensively by Horford.
It's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Nice D from Cousins.
And they forced the miss with that good defense.
And so that's the end of the first half. East All-Star. The second half beginning in just a moment.
You know, Lowry is playing well. He has 11 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
Yeah, he really is. He's always looking to make the passes. Head up, eyes up, trying to find the open teammate.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Yeah, the magic touch with the ball. He just made great decisions, piling up the assists there in the first half, and really doing a nice job for his teammates.
You know, it isn't a very common occurrence, Steve. Typically, he's more likely to be on the receiving end of the pass, but so far, it's been the other way around here.
Thompson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Harden in at the two-guard position. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Here's James, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Put that bucket in no time at all. Aldridge has got his second basket of the game.
Now, they read the defense perfectly that time.
Out to the right wing. Here's Wall. And the shot no good, a bit short. A tight game here in New York. Here's Harden, and he slams that one down.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Now here's Anthony. And the dunk by James.
Solid on the one-hand throwdown there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Baseline jumper. They get it back. Gasol. Anthony dishes to LeBron. It's in there. Anthony with the assist. 16 points for LeBron.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
That drops. Thompson's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the West All-Stars. Lowry with the ball. He's got 11. It's Thompson off the drive, and that's going to be a travel.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Durant's checked in for Aldridge. Westbrook comes in for James Harden. And it's Paul in for Curry. And a switch here also for the East. Irving's checked in. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Look how well he led him there with that pass.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And that one's good, Anthony.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And so here are the West All-Stars. It's a one-point game. It's stolen by Anthony. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Irving. So for the West, Duncan, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Nowitzki in for Klay Thompson. And then for the East All-Stars, Bosh comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Butler in for LeBron. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one misses.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They lead by 1. And finished off by Gasol.
Boy, the big fella's showing us a little explosiveness for a change.
Well, maybe Clark is working on his dunk skills because he looked perfectly at home right there.
Yeah, sometimes he can clang those, so I'm glad to see him get that one down.
Stolen by Bosh. Gasol kicks to Butler. The baseline J. West All-Stars with the rebound.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys. How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Paul Millsap's checked in for the East. Korver comes in for John Wall. And here's Korver from the arc. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Korver's got 9 points. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And the West All-Stars have possession. Trailing by 4. And there's the call on Bob. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
1:36 left in the third. Duncan with the bucket.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
And here is Irving. 5 points in the game. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Outside Durant. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
Well, they might as well continue to pull up and let it fly.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Now here's Gasol. Lets a floater go, and that's going to be a travel.
You know, I thought they did a decent job during the first half of limiting turnovers, but since halftime, it's been a different story.
Teague, he's checked in for Irving. Teague, the pass to Korver. It's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Bosch with the bucket.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
West All-Stars shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shooting for West All-Stars.
He misses the free throw.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
Here's Paul. Power down with both hands.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Pass to Korver. Wing shot on the way, and that one's good. Korver's got 5 points now this quarter.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Millsap, and he banks in the layup. Now it's a 5-point East All-Star lead.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
And offensively, a great show for the fans. Now here's Paul. On the court right now for the East All-Stars. We've got Anthony. LeBron James is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Teague, and it's Korver in at the shooting guard.
That's a big basket there, and you can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here is Korver on the inbound. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 6 assists in the game.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks. What's going on defensively there? A lack of focus, no concentration. Too easy.
LeBron dishes to Carmelo from the baseline. And that one's good.
Great teamwork out there, really helping each other out.
They're playing as one. I mean, they're like a symphony. Everybody in harmony and in beat and in rhythm. 5 straight baskets now have resulted because of assists.
Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut back down to 3 on the basket from Stephen Curry.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
They're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. That's slowly becoming a problem here.
So for the West, Aldridge comes in for Chris Paul. It's Thompson in for Durant. The East also changing it up. Pau Gasol is checked in for Bosh. All comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Jeff Teague. It's Wall with the drive. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
18 seconds.
Here's LeBron. Drills the baseline jumper. There is just no way, Clark, to tell who is going to pull this one out.
You know what, Kevin? I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to one crucial key play.
Yeah, 6 lead changes so far. So which team can come up with that big play you're talking about, Clark? That's going to be interesting.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it does decide this game, Clark. That's a huge swing there.
Harden, no good.
Boy, he'd like to have that one back.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Curry kicks to Harden. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harden can't hit. Launches it. Again, the miss by Harden.
A poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Steve. As well as they've got it working right now, that could be the case.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
This is when they need to be patient, work the ball, and find a high percentage shot.
Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Aldridge. It's Anthony with the drive. He goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this run going much longer.
I tell you what, Steve, it's already lasted longer than I thought possible.
That's good.
And a virtual free look Got a three-point shot. The defense completely lost him there.
And finished off by LeBron.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
And so here are the West All-Stars. 7-point differential. It's Thompson off the drive. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 9th assist in the game now. Here's LeBron. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
That bucket in no time at all. That's now 8 points for Aldridge.
Really good execution there, guys. They saw the mismatch, and they went right at it.
Timely bucket. Couldn't have been a better opportunity.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
1:33 left to play here in the fourth. This is the wall. From deep. No luck. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here's Harden. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Knocks it loose. Tries to keep it alive. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Curry. Puts it up off the inbound. And right through it goes. And now just a 1-point East All-Star lead. Lowry with the ball. From deep 3-point range. Trifecta.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Harden. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
And they continue to run and gun throughout the game, guys.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Both shots good from the strike.
He just has such a great rhythm at the line, whether it's with a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance like it is now. Well, he defended the shot, got back into play, and grabbed the board. Nice play.
Here's Thompson, and that's going to be a treble.
That was essential that he cashed in on those free throws. They're within 1 possession.
And here comes Lowry. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yeah. Somebody set a fire under Pau Gasol.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
Gasol with the steal. And so they foul intentionally. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Showing off a very smooth stroke at the free throw line right there.
On its way from Curry for 2. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
And an intentional foul right there. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
They've got to score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste at all.
Buries it, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big moment in this game.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. It's Harden with the drive. Outside for Curry to tie it up. Count it! A tremendous three to tie it up.
And he's got a tremendous ability to knock it down from deep. I mean, that's a big-time triple.
Well, it gets harder and harder the deeper you go out there. So, I mean, he's got great touch from that kind of range. That's impressive.
Knocked away. And stolen by Aldridge. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we'll return. We've got overtime action now, folks. Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke on our sideline, and this is Kevin Harlan. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the East All-Stars. Ball out there with Lowry. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Anthony. And it's Gasol. And at the 5 down low. They get it back.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Lowry banked in off the glass. Lowry's got 20.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Here's Gasol, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Here's Anthony. And Wall. Here we go now. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kevin Durant. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Outside for Curry. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 20.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they chased down that pumpkin often. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this game.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
I understand that they're trying to be aggressive, but still, you can play fast but still play efficiently, but they're not doing that right now.
The drive by Anthony.
Melo having a terrific game. He's got 10 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark, and the conductor of this offense, putting on a fantastic performance.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Great composure at the line. A lot of pressure on those free throws, but he stepped up and buried them.
It's Harden with the drive, with the floater, and he gets it to go. Harden's got 31 points. Here are the East All-Stars. From deep LeBron, and that one's good.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Harden outside. Right side Gasol. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's now 11 points for Marc Gasol. And you can feel the crowd react as one.
Yeah, that side got them out of their seats and off their hands.
Guys, they just exploded when it went down. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Durant for 3. Shot is off. Great D that time from LeBron. And Wall kicks to James. Wall passes to LeBron. And Durant with the block. Curry wide open. It falls. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
James kicks to Gasol. Right between the eyes.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the West. Klay Thompson comes in for Kevin Durant. We're in OT here with just over 2.5 minutes gone by. And they go to the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. Now a timeout call for the West All-Stars. They're losing by 2. We've got 22 seconds left in overtime. Guys, what do you think?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
The kick out to Wall. Tries again. Oh, missed it. Tries yet again. Count it!
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot.
Five games on a Thursday night in the NBA. This is your fast break on NBA.com. The Clippers in Cleveland to take on the Cavs. LeBron James had 22 points and 12 assists. Kevin Love had 18 points and 16 boards. And despite Chris Paul's 30 points and 9 assists, the Cavs win it at home 115-102. And Atlanta in Sacramento to take on the Kings. Paul Millsap turning the ball over late in the fourth quarter, and the Kings would hang on to win it. Boogie Cousins had 24 and 15, your final score 91-88. Meanwhile, LaMarcus Aldridge and his Spurs manhandled the short-handed Suns, while Kawhi Leonard adds 21 points as he's voted a first-time All-Star in the Western Conference. Your final score 117-89. Anthony Davis leading with 32 points and 7 rebounds as the Pelicans roll the Pistons despite Andre Drummond's 19 points and 22 rebounds, 115-99. And Marc Gasol with 27 points and 6 dimes getting Memphis past the Denver Nuggets by 1 point. And that's your fast break on NBA.com. 5 games on a Thursday night in the NBA. This is your fast break on NBA.com. The Clippers in Cleveland to take on the Cavs. LeBron James had 22 points and 12 assists. Kevin Love had 18 points and 16 boards. And despite Chris Paul's 30 points and 9 assists, the Cavs win it at home 115-102. And Atlanta in Sacramento to take on the Kings. Paul Millsap turning the ball over late in the fourth quarter, and the Kings would hang on to win it. Boogie Cousins had 24 and 15, your final score 91-88. Meanwhile, LaMarcus Aldridge and his Spurs manhandled the short-handed Suns, while Kawhi Leonard adds 21 points as he's voted a first-time All-Star in the Western Conference. Your final score 117-89. Anthony Davis leading with 32 points and 7 rebounds as the Pelicans roll the Pistons despite Andre Drummond's 19 points and 22 rebounds, 115-99. And Marc Gasol with 27 points and 6 dimes getting Memphis past the Denver Nuggets by 1 point. And that's your fast break on NBA.com. 5 games on a Thursday night in the NBA. This is your fast break on NBA.com. The Clippers in Cleveland to take on the Cavs. LeBron James had 22 points and 12 assists. Kevin Love had 18 points and 16 boards. And despite Chris Paul's 30 points and 9 assists, the Cavs win it at home 115-102. And Atlanta in Sacramento to take on the Kings. Paul Millsap turning the ball over late in the fourth quarter, and the Kings would hang on to win it. Boogie Cousins had 24 and 15, your final score 91-88. Meanwhile, LaMarcus Aldridge and his Spurs manhandled the short-handed Suns, while Kawhi Leonard adds 21 points as he's voted a first-time All-Star in the Western Conference. Your final score 117-89. Anthony Davis leading with 32 points and 7 rebounds as the Pelicans roll the Pistons despite Andre Drummond's 19 points and 22 rebounds, 115-99. And Marc Gasol with 27 points and 6 dimes getting Memphis past the Denver Nuggets by 1 point. And that's your fast break on NBA.com. 5 games on a Thursday night in the NBA. This is your fast break on NBA.com. The Clippers in Cleveland to take on the Cavs. LeBron James had 22 points and 12 assists. Kevin Love had 18 points and 16 boards. And despite Chris Paul's 30 points and 9 assists, the Cavs win it at home 115-102. And Atlanta in Sacramento to take on the Kings. Paul Millsap turning the ball over late in the fourth quarter, and the Kings would hang on to win it. Boogie Cousins had 24 and 15, your final score 91-88. Meanwhile, LaMarcus Aldridge and his Spurs manhandled the short-handed Suns, while Kawhi Leonard adds 21 points as he's voted a first-time All-Star in the Western Conference. Your final score 117-89.